Coach J's Academy. It's your boy Coach J, man. We here on episode number 1 of going from an average Joe, you know, to a pro body in 60 days with skills, fundamentals, whatever. So, the first thing I do, start my morning off. I walk the dog and I pray and do my things for myself. And then I do my morning cardio for about 15 minutes. But before I get into that, I gotta get some rocket fuel in me. So I come over here, shout out to my guys, Blue Diamond, you know what I'm saying? Almond milk. They don't have I don't have a sponsor yet. I've been trying for a while now, but I will. It's the plan right here. So we just throw a little almond milk, put some coffee in there. What kind of cream we got? Mom's picked up hazelnut. So see how this tastes right here. Who this right here? Nestle. Ooh, that boy's a Nestle. We put in work. Alright, so we got our coffee, creamer, almond milk for the base, and then Classico from Nescafe. Está bien, muy bueno. Yeah. I don't have a spoon, so we'll just play by feel and eye. See, that would be enough for me. Alright. I already took all my vitamins, my supplements. I'll go into my vitamin stack that I take for where I'm at health-wise right now. I gotta do like specific things for myself personally because I got a lot of things I'm overcoming. So the stuff I'm gonna recommend for you guys and the stuff that I actually take are gonna be completely different because I'm on trying to get cured from cancer mission and cured from 2 strokes and a heart attack and dying 4 times. So my supplements are gonna be a little bit different than yours. So with that said, we're gonna head out. I've done some planning for the day. We studied some film. And yeah, follow me on that journey. We're gonna go do cardio. All right, so we walked down from the 2nd floor, which is our little cabana. And this 3-story madness and madness. It's most important though when you start anything off, you know, even though I'm in pretty good shape already, I'm not gonna just hop on the blacktop, hop on the sidewalk and start sprinting my brains out. My body hasn't gone through a pro structured workout for basketball in about 7 years. I haven't even played basketball in 7 years. So what I'm gonna be doing is like, I'm all brand new, you know what I'm saying? Because I really want you guys to capture and see how easy it is when you put the right pieces in place with the right trainer, coach, and mentor. And you don't have to go to 10 different people. You go to one guy and he can do everything for you. Because I only take 10 clients a year for this project because it is a lot of work for me, but the quality that I get delivered, it's unmatchable by any present. So we're just gonna walk around the little neighborhood for like 15 minutes, do some like fast, medium paced walking, probably fast paced to the wife, but for me, I'm just walking normal. And that's pretty much all we're gonna do. Just cruise around 15 minutes, get the blood going. I have no food in my body yet. I haven't ate this morning. I've only had a cup of lemon water with 2 drops of minerals, a scoop of glutamine, and then I take ashwagandha and a couple other herbs that I get my system going. And then I got my little coffee here that I'll sip on during this whole thing. And then when we get back into the house, I'll show you guys a good breakfast. I'll walk for 15 minutes and I'll legitimately get it done. I probably won't record all 15 minutes because then the video will be like 40 minutes long every day. And I don't want to bore you guys to death. I want to simulate everything, show you what it's like. I'm really going to do it though because I'm dedicated. Whatever I say I'm going to do, I do it. I oftentimes go to the gym when they are open, but during this quarantine thing, the gym ain't open, so I don't have a treadmill in my garage. If I did, I probably wouldn't even walk on it, because I'm not a big fan of robots. I hate electronics. I'm more of a camping type of guy. Sleep on some rocks. I don't know. I'm different, man. Use my money to help people. I don't really care too much about having a big ass house. All this kind of bougie stuff all to myself make no sense. I'm just one guy. It's better if the community thrives together. So anyway. Yep, so lap number 3. It's been a fun time so far. You know, just enjoying the birds chirping, the sound of cars on the freeway. You can learn to tune your ears into different sounds and really appreciate what life already delivers. You don't always have to be caught up in chasing the dream of the next man. You know, I only probably have 5 subscribers right now, but psychologically it's like, dang, man, you know, am I not doing a good enough job? And honestly, if I only touch 5 people's life by doing this, I fulfill my purpose. Because it's not about reaching millions of people, because I'll tell you this, for a YouTube guy or girl or celebrity or pro athlete, right, if they can't help 100 people, we'll use 100 people, screw that, we'll use 10 people. If they cannot duplicate the process of where they are at or how they got to where they are now, if they can't do that for 10 other people, then it was never real. Think about that. Some deep thought. Don't let your brain get overloaded. Just remember that. If I can't show you how to go pro, or get a pro body, and be ready for a pro tryout, now I can only help you with the body part, because we're not doing our one-on-one counseling session and coaching session with me weekly. Is what I do in my pro pack. I include a 30-minute coaching call with me where I work on your mental mindset weekly. And I'm a generous dude, and sometimes I might end up giving you a couple hours a week because I really invest myself and I really care about the people I'm bringing up along the way. And my job as a trainer, coach, and mentor, also I can do agent, marketing, branding, and all that kind of stuff. My job is to coach you all the way through the process from high school, college, where you're at, all the way to pro level. But what I wanted to touch on is I really can't develop the physical heart or the mental mindset to heart connection where it says I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, and actually believe that. That part comes with faith, and only God can teach you that. I can lead you, guide you, give you all the tools and strategies that you need to be the best you, mentally, physically healthy, and the spirit man. I can show you what I've done, but you got to figure out that path for yourself. All right, so we're getting ready to start lap number 4. I just stopped to get a little coffee. Back. Whoa. So today we did 4 laps, okay, in 15 minutes. Partially that's I'm just walking, I'm not really going too fast, but as I go each day, I want to try and pick it up a little more, you know what I'm saying? So tomorrow I'm gonna try for 5, the next day 6, the next day 7, etc., and eventually build it up. I'm not sure what my final number will be. It's just one of those things I want to try and do, because every time you go through something each day, you want to get better, not worse, you know what I'm saying? So now we're getting ready to go into the next workout, or next phase of the morning routine, and that's going to be the shoulder bicep routine. All right. All right, so we're going to come upstairs back to the loft. Yeah. We got our massage table, 15s. I'm gonna do some shoulder work. So I'm gonna do probably 3 movements for shoulders and 3 bicep movements. 3 sets of 10, all right? walking up the stairs with the weights, I need to write that down because that's actually a pretty good leg workout. The coffee now, because I only drank half of it on my little cardio mission. So I added some creatine and a little nitric oxide. So I'm gonna pound this real quick, and then I'm about to get it in, all right? Because honestly, I can probably right now, realistically with 15s, the way my body's been built, I could probably do like 50 reps, 5 sets if I wanted to, which I will do later down the road, just to show you guys that basketball players really do have endurance in the gym, the ones that are actually putting in work. So, but my concentration for the video is going to be to teach you how to do things incrementally, step by step, to get better and better and better every day. Basically push yourself. So we're going to start round 2, right? Be right back. So we just finished round 2, and the objective with every set that I do, I don't really care too much about hold and squeeze, bro, and like all that bro science stuff. And bodybuilders are cool, bro, but I'm an honest dude. I don't use any steroids. I've had to use like MK677 to help rebuild some of the damaged tissues and all that kind of stuff, ligaments and all that. But I haven't used gear my entire life. So everything I've done from the end of my pro career in 2013, when I snapped my ankle, which still bends all the way down, I'm still in rehab for it right now. I'll show you guys more of that later. 2013, my career ended, I got into not so much bodybuilding as in, oh, I want to be a 400-pound dude and walk around and be all hella big and stuff. It was more like I never heard of weights, and I wanted to see what it would do to my game if I was ever to play again. And watching players like Michael Jordan, LeBron, D-Wade, David Robinson, Nate Robinson, probably tons of guys now, watching them in the weight room these last few years, put more emphasis and more proof to my point that a skinny hooper is just a skinny hooper, you know what I'm saying? But we can be big and still be functional, still be explosive. Like my vert, since I put on 60 pounds since I last played, is probably like 3-4 inches less, but my game's changed a lot. As you get older, you mature quicker. I become more of a threat on the court rather than a do-it-all kind of guy. I save my energy for rebounds, block shots. Instead of dunking on people, I'd rather pin your crap against the backboard. Oh, I'm the #1 player in the nation, good. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna shut your ass down and you're gonna score no points. That's my mentality, personally. Because I don't really care about scoring, anybody can do that, so dunks is whatever. But I try to use my functional exercises and my strengths to be that of which I'm gonna use against somebody bigger than me. So when I was playing ball, in my pro tryout back in 04, I was small, like 5'10", 160, 5'11", maybe. And I had to guard a guy 6'8", 240. And that was a challenging thing for me because dude was hella big, you know, hella swole, and I'm just a little scrawny, squirmy dude. And for me, it was kind of a bum, you know. I got tore up in the cheeks and all that, went bloody, my jersey. I dropped 30, but I had 10 blocks, but they weren't like pins, you know what I mean? And I had like 15 rebounds, I think give or take, maybe 12, I don't remember exactly, don't hold me to it. But my point is, I look back on that now, and I'm like, dang, if I was bigger, had the size and strength and power and wisdom I have now, because I've become a connoisseur of the game and studied every realm of the game through other players' trainings, other players' meal plans, other players' chef programs, I can now give my clients the best overall perspective. Do this on Instagram, do this on Instagram, do this on Facebook, do this with your money, invest this money here, invest that money there, all the way down till I'll be your chef and I'll cook their food for them if they live locally. If they live somewhere else, I'll send them a grocery list and their meal plan, and I'll break it down one, 2, 3 easy steps, even all the way down to their supplements. They're all the way down to 3 easy steps. The 1, 2, 3 with Thrive works really well for everything that we do. So with that being said, I really get into it in full depth, full detail. But the only reason I was able to do that because I looked at my past mistakes, and I took my past mistakes and I figured out if I would have added value here, added value here, added value here, now when I coach a trained client now, I can do that much more for them. So that's kind of what I'm trying to show you guys in a very simple way. So you don't get, I was gonna say another word, but I think kids watching this, taken advantage of by the industry, all the little people that are attached, sport agents, all this kind of stuff. I'll be a one-stop shop, one-stop guy, all the way through, and help you with anything that you need. So we're gonna start number 3, and then we'll move on to the biceps, all right? So we just finished set number 3. I ain't gonna lie, on one of the exercises I accidentally went to 12 reps because naturally, the way that I've trained my mind is anytime that I work out, I don't care if it's heavyweight, lightweight, whatever, I like to challenge myself. So I accidentally went up to like 15 reps on one of the workouts. I don't know, it's just something I have embedded in my brain. And I do this with basketball, I do this with anything I'm training for, or anything I do. I try to be the best me I can be in whatever I'm doing. So that being said, we're gonna move on to biceps. And then later on today's workout, I'll let you guys know at the end of the video what we're gonna do. But they all synchronize together, okay? For the legs, we're warming them up, we're getting them going. So I probably won't add too much leg stuff until week 2, because I'm going through a lot of rehabilitation stuff in my physical body. Like I said, I'm overcoming cancer, strokes, heart attacks, all kinds of stuff. And I'm barely being able to get some insurance and slow down a little bit to take care of my physical stuff that I've put off for like 10 years. So with that being said, let's get up, be back. Gotta make sure that when you guys train, you do not get water. Do not drink anything. You're supposed to hydrate 1 to 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours before whatever you're doing. Hydration in between. The water molecule is actually bigger than the water cell in the body, so it can't even hydrate you properly unless you have like canyon water or something crazy with a high alkalinity and a high pH. So I haven't drank any water. Took a little break, about 4.5 minutes, and the reason being is because I was trying to select a track on Apple Music. Give me some bangers to listen to while I do this. So, yeah, with that being said, we're about to get into it. I'm about to show you, and I'll rotate 180 so you guys can see as I'm going along in the video. It's not going to cut and start or anything like that. We're going to show it all the way through, one progression, but I'm going to show you each movement facing forward and standing sideways. So that way you guys can see how to properly hold your arm, rotate your shoulder back, and etc., etc. I'm not really going to explain much pertaining that, but always when you do biceps, okay, you want to roll your shoulder blades back and lock them in, pinching your arm on the side, right? It's not moving. So that way when I curl, you see, it's just a bicep only, and a brachialis. It's not using any of my front shoulder. You see a lot of guys swinging up like this or doing full arm extension. You do this, you can hyperextend it and cause the ligaments and stuff to snap. So we're not going to do that. We're going to concentrate more or less right here with the curl going. For our curl, the keyboard, just to simulate it real quick. So actually, I don't have to start and stop explaining it. See, get it in there. Really concentrate on hitting it. And biceps are pretty good because you're going to use the bicep, boom, and a tricep and a shoulder when you go for the follow through on a shot. See, the shoulder exercise that when I was here, right, pressing up, that's it. What does that show you guys that actually, what does that do, this motion right here? Well, if I jump and get a rebound, boom, I got to be able to get a rebound. And the reason I built the stabilizing muscles is so that when I get a rebound, I get hit, I don't fumble the ball like a football player and lose the rock. The second thing is, because if I do a shot fake, boom, and the guy doesn't bite for it and he hits the ball, I'll have so much strength and power from doing this and doing this motion right here. Repetitiously will cause the muscles to engage differently on the top half. And that also, when I go for finishes, right? When I get hit, boom, I'm gonna get hit, they're gonna fall, because the skinny dude that don't lift falls first, feel me? So when I go up, boom, I take all the contact and smile on my way down, make you layup or make you dunk in a mount. So that's why we're doing all these. They're actual exercises that will help you in your overall game. So let's get correct. All right, so now we just did the first bicep routine so you guys can see it. Now for the next two, I'm gonna bang it out super quick. It's 10:31. My goal is to get done by 10:35. All right, I'm about to hit a flip on the banger and slap it out real quick, because remember, basketball players are not bodybuilders. We don't just walk around here and be like, yo, what's up, yo, what to do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't walk around like that. We walk around like normal dudes, but our game is like hella quick, you know what I mean? So bang it out, got 4 minutes, find a track I like, slap it on, and bang out 2 full progressions. That'll be 60 movements in less than 3 minutes. And I'm gonna use proper form to the best of my ability, but honestly, I feel it in my biceps. And thank God I haven't gotten hurt bodybuilding, and this is my 4th year. And like I said, I put on over 60 pounds naturally. Some supplements like creatine, glutamine, all that kind of stuff. But as far as the overall perspective of what natural is, it's been all natural. So with that being said, yeah, let's find the track and get cracking, right? So we just finished. As you can see, it's 10:38. I finished at 10:35. Hurt a little bit. It's all good, good pain. With that being said, let me touch on myself just a little bit. So I wake up in pain on a regular basis, and I believe in God wholeheartedly. I know God's healing me, but I'm talking about the physical gems. Outside of the spirit man, my physical body's drained, fatigued, and a lot of times I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I'm just sore. And mentally, I get exhausted because my mental mindset, my spirit man are what's working the hardest to keep my physical body alive. But with that being said, back to breakfast. So what we're gonna do, shout out Kashi, they make some pretty legit products. This is honey almond flax crunch. So it's got some oats with honey, some oats with almonds, a little bit of protein. I don't really care about that too much at the moment. It's mainly just getting calories in. And I don't really put a lot. I put about, recommended size is 3/4 cup. I'll put about 3/4 cup in here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need measuring cup because I've been in the meal prep game for a long time, and I got a really good eye for things. The next thing, Cascadian Farms. This is the honey oats, honey and oats. Sorry, granola with organic whole grain oats and a little bit of honey. I like this also. It's got a little bit of protein in there. So from this meal right here, probably like 15 grams of protein. It's not really that big a deal. But I'm primarily vegetarian anyway, so I really don't care too much about protein because I get protein all day long. And this one I'll put about 2/3 a cup. That's what I got. So I'll put that in there. Take some of my almond breeze from my brothers in Hawaii, from Blue Diamond, and almond milk. Throw that in here. Okay. When I want to cook oats or do eggs, this is my go-to meal, and it's pretty much what it looks like. And my Nothing's Impossible God Bowl. Shout out to God foremost for all things. So what this provides for me, low carbohydrates, some proteins, and I'm not really sure if there's any fat in here. Let me check it out. Okay, so yeah, there's about 2 grams of fat from here, 2.5 from here, so like 4.5 grams of fat. All good fats, nothing bad. Carbohydrates is gonna be 81 grams for that little bit right here. Total sugars, which that's inclusive of carbohydrates. Protein's about 15 grams from the food. So it's about 16 grams, okay, in total. So we're at 1681, and being that we just utilize a lot of carbohydrates from the physical movements we just did with the weights and cardio, and yeah. So let me check something real quick, because I think, if I'm correct, from our little plan here, you know what I'm saying? So we did the cardio, boom, breakfast, first workout, and then in a little while, to chill out for a little bit, a couple hours, I'm gonna shoot a little basketball workout, show you guys what I do, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. It's all about high repetitions, and we're gonna start out with, we'll start out at 25 this week. I'll make a note of that because I might mess around and forget and do 50. So week 1, in the b-ball. Sometimes plans come best when you're actually shooting content, especially when you're doing a lot of the thinking of the content, just you, God, the wife, mom, and pops. But if everybody's busy, content still has to be developed. Sometimes it just comes to you naturally when in the heat of the moment. So this week, week 1, we'll start our 25 reps. And I'm gonna concentrate only on a few movements. I'm not gonna really go too crazy. We'll do some basic compound drills and basic training regimens and all that kind of stuff for week 1. And as we go through each week, as we go through each day, like I said, we'll go up in reps and all that kind of stuff as we go along. And with that being said, about to eat, chill, watch a little YouTube, figure out what's on agenda next, and then come back around noon. That's Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock, and go hit some basketball workout, burn some more calories, and then I'll show you what to do for lunch. Be back. We're back. We're a little late. It's 12:18. We're doing some research, data analyzation, and whatnot to bring you the best content around. So what we're gonna go do right now, we're gonna shoot. Today we're gonna do 10 this week, 10 minutes basketball repetitious drills, finger pad drills, dribbling, basic dribbling, not all that crazy N1 circus trick stuff. That comes much later when you've already got the basic components down. But first, we gotta get out of the flat, walk down the pad, and then I gotta walk the dog real quick. So I gotta walk her every hour and a half, because if not, she'll pee on herself, because she's like, I don't know, forgot how to wait, I guess. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna dry my fingers, do some finger pad drills for a little bit, warm up. Let me make sure, see what time it is, 10:20, so about 10:30, I'm sorry, 12:30, so it's 12:20, I'll finish at 12:30. So with that being said, cracking, this is basically just a warm-up drill. Get your finger pads nice and strong, so that way, use one hand. Now, back in the day, when I wasn't already in shape, I would do these drills for about 4 hours a day. Just dribbling and finger pads. Just do some quick back and forth drills, sharpen your catching skills. Normally, when I drop a pass, I do 10 push-ups. We'll get there and go. This is just the basics so you guys can get the understanding. And then you go at a higher rate of speed just to warm up those finger pads, and this will really help us out. So all right, so now what I'm gonna do is start off with some basic right hand dribble drills. So first thing foremost, I'll show you sideways with the proper stance. It's just like defense. You gotta drop your hips, you gotta lower your half, right? So what we're gonna do, drop our hips. Secondly, when you're dribbling with the right hand, you want to turn your foot to the right just a little bit and open it up, because I wear a size 14. So I got to shift my hips, open up my hips. That way my foot is open and I don't dribble a ball off my toe or off my heel. And then Ball will be in the right hand, your left when you're watching. And you guys, make sure you comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts on all that. And I can answer any questions. CoachJsAcademy@gmail.com. And that's, the email is JS Academy. So anyways, back to the video. Off arm's gonna be up. You'll drop your hips. Don't lean forward, so you don't want to arch around your back. Everything in basketball is from the hips down. So the looser your hips are, the better directions and things that you can do in shifting your hips, the better you'll be at the game. So as soon as I practice, and the only reason I'm able to hold the ball like that is because I've spent countless hours in the past doing finger pad drills. So I can do various things with the ball, hold the ball, not lose the ball, and whatever. And that comes from the little drills, doing all that kind of stuff. And from there, now what we're gonna do is actually simulate dribbling. So if you're ready, here we go. Off arm up, and then we paddle. Boom. And you also want to dribble with your finger pads. I'm not dribbling with my palm. So it's emphasizing the shoulder going through all the way to the floor. Boom, and up here, bang, bang. When it starts to burn, I'm gonna keep going, boom, then you switch, right? Now left hand, same thing. Nothing changes, you know what I'm saying? Same basic fundamental principles. Okay, and then we're here, basic crossover. Back and forth, boom. Can't really do this too long, but I'll go as long as I can. So like I said, my back's in rehab right now, and it's a little tight. That's why I said that's one progression. We're going to repeat the same thing all over again. So we'll start off with, I think they call this like banana peel or some crap back in the day when I was growing up. I don't remember. It's kind of how I really concentrate, get a good squeeze. Should be able to squeeze and catch, squeeze and catch, squeeze and catch, squeeze and catch. Then you should be able to go up. I can do this like 40 feet and catch it with one hand to a finger pad, just like that. I'll shoot another video when I get back in the gym. Okay, yeah, so we got those. Now we're back on hand dribble. During my little 20-second break, found this cool little hat. It's from the Natural Olympia. Shout out INBA. This guy's a dope. Second three. And if you're not breathing heavy, you're not sweating your ass off like me, and you're not starving, you're not doing it right. I burnt that up. So let's get back to it. Boom. All right, so as you can see, I've been doing this a long time. So for me, these drills are really easy, but also really challenging because I haven't done them in a long time. Cool. Left hand. Crossover. So that's number 3, push yourself, train, go to new levels. We're gradually gonna go up every week. I'll try to go up 3 minutes tomorrow, do this for 13 minutes. I'll try to increase by 3s. I think that's what I said earlier today on my cardio. 3, did I say 3 minutes, 3 reps, whatever. I'll try to increase daily just to get better. So you guys can kind of see how you can do this enough. Anything is obtainable and anything's possible. Now, to talk a little bit about the politics side about basketball, I know a lot about it, so I can teach you all the ins and outs of the business. how to brand yourself, market yourself way before you get endorsement deals, how to get traffic flowing to all your social media and all that kind of stuff, and really teach you guys how to be your own brand before you even make it. With that being said, that's segment 3. It's time to go make some lunch. Come on. Yo, what up? All right, so we just walked back upstairs. I had to use the bathroom first, but I ain't showing y'all that on camera. That's TMI. So I did that, came back over here, got my stuff together, what I'm gonna eat for a quick lunch. And the reason I'm doing it this way versus cook everything on the stove top is to show you how to get your training regimens in and still have time to live life and all that kind of stuff and not be bored. And yeah, so here it goes. Here's some, these are some protein wraps. It's got red pepper and hummus inside the wrap. It's from Love and Fresh, shout out to them. So it's 17 grams of carbs per tortilla, or per wrap, whatever, 12 grams of protein. Pretty fire. There's no epic best. We'll use one of those. Actually, I'm gonna double it up. I'm gonna use 2 of them so I get some more protein in. We'll do some quinoa brown rice, and there's 6 grams of protein in this. And then I think, yeah, 47 grams of carbs. Also real fire. This is from Sheds of Change. They're out of Canada, real good company. This stuff's really easy. Now, these beans are kidney beans and black beans with garlic, a little pepper, and also put on some ginger for digestion issues I got. So I mixed this up, two cans, 1 can each, in this container, and I just throw it back and forth in the fridge, and I can make quick little easy meals for myself. Heat this up. I'll put the beans in here. What's up, baby? You want one? All right. She on a low carb thing, so we won't give her too many beans or else, you know. So I'm also gonna put some cotija in here. I like a little bit of extra cheese. That's another gram of protein per tablespoon, so it's not really much to count from that. It's more or less for the flavor and stuff. So I'll put a little of that in here. And what we'll do is I'll heat mine up, throw it in there, lightly melted, plus that's pretty hot still. So we'll throw hers in there for about 40 seconds. So with that being said, I'm about to eat lunch. Hope you guys are having a great day. We doing a new podcast today, and we working on some good stuff for you guys, but most importantly, I just want to encourage y'all to really keep pressing in towards your goals, you know what I mean? A couple other things that I like to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about the holistic side of my life and dive into what I do. Just left a chiropractor, but I don't do manual adjustments. I do the activator. And that's mainly because I've had a lot of trauma in my head with strokes and whatever. So they don't really do the manual adjustments on me, which I like better anyways. So I do the chiropractor. I take my herbs. I take my vitamins, essential herbs, all that kind of stuff. I have a daily regimen for that. I take right now DHEA, ashwagandha. Take a little bit of vitamin D, turmeric, vitamin C, something else, I forget. But that's pretty much the main ones for me right now. Oh yeah, I take a little fenugreek too, the herb. So that's kind of my daily supplement intake. I do everything twice a day right now because I'm trying to rebuild and increase my levels and stay clean and all that kind of stuff. Because the way the body is naturally designed by God, not by science. Science has only been around, and the study of science for a few thousand years probably, maybe at best, maybe. And American science has only been around for 100 years. So it doesn't really have a lot of validity. And the people that tell you are the people that base everything off of hearsay, because it's impossible to say science can prove anything when science cannot prove everything. So moral of that is just get to know your own body and figure out what combinations of minerals, herbs, and things that you can use for yourself, and put that together. And that's one of the things at Coach Jay's Academy, what I like to do for my VIP clients, all my clients, but my VIPs primarily, is I do a full profile, full assessment on off your blood work. I figure out your mineral levels, what you need to intake, and all that kind of stuff, and what you're low on. I actually find out what that is with you, and then put you on the right supplement profile. Usually we use Thrive, like I said, the 1-2-3 program, the patch, morning shake, and then you got a little capsule you take to activate things and whatnot. So it's a really good pharma grade created supplementation profile, and most often it works with everybody's body type and whatnot. So yeah. Lastly, I want to touch on is the mindset part of the training that I'm doing this from Joe's the Pros 60-day challenge. This is the concept though. If you don't spend time with God, I don't care about Buddha and all those other guys, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm sorry, people that are still in a grave or big old statues and all that kind of stuff don't do nothing for me. That's just my personal opinion, life experience, and you know, I've had a lot of Buddhists, a lot of Muslims come to me and ask for prayer and all that kind of stuff because they see the power of God that's worked in my life. So it is not to knock other religious point of views. That's not my place, nor is it my position. My position is just to love people and give away advice freely. And, you know, for the people that want to train with me and borrow my time, you know, I have some packages available for those kind of people. But what I want to talk primarily on this podcast and this video is, yeah, the supplement part, but the mental mindset development comes from constantly push my education levels higher and higher day by day. As I listen to audiobooks, I do a lot of reading, a lot of studying, and when I find something of interest to myself, I put a lot of energy into it to acquiring the most amount of information that I can to help my clients, so they don't have to go to that level of extent. They can read a smaller book on how to get it done, and it'd be just as effective, if not more effective, because I'm taking away the research and the time that you have to spend digging and searching. I'm pretty much doing it for you to make everything a lot more simpler. So yeah. And then on the other side of it is pushing myself, limitless belief that I have. I can push myself to do anything that I want to do. So when science has told me my whole life I could not do anything, I mean, I was born dead, died 4 times since then, so I've died 5 times, and I've been brought back every time. I've had a couple strokes, heart attack, bowel, bone cancer, everything else that I've gone through physically, explainable. You know, science is still to this day doesn't have any proof or evidence of why I've been able to supersede the things that they said I could never do. So it is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, I don't justify and I don't downplay what God's able to do, because who am I to knock the Creator, first of all. And secondly, when you have a strong mindset, you're able to push your mind, and then it pushes your physical body to a new limit. But on top of that, I exercise my spirit, man, by getting closer to God. I have constant communication with God every day, multiple hours in a day. I talk to God just like anybody else. I spent a lot of time with my father, because growing up, that's all I pretty much had. That, my mom's, my little dog, Holly. So my whole life has pretty much just been God, me, and moms, you know what I mean? And my little dog. And now I got Coco, a little bit bigger dog. For the last 7 years I had her. So it is what it is. That's just my lifestyle, and that's what I do daily on a consistent basis, because it works, and it has not it hasn't been proven wrong to me. And when I talk to doctors, they're like, bro, honestly, I don't know how you've been through all the crap you've been through at such a young age, and still be here to talk about it is remarkable. I've had what, 2 or 3 conversations this week alone with different doctors of different levels about all this kind of stuff. So don't put a limiting belief on your mental mindset. Don't put a limiting belief on your physical abilities or how much you can grow in the spirit. Basically, don't put a ceiling over yourself. Push yourself every day, mental, physical, and spiritual. And please, 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 stop telling your coaches that you're going to go 110%, because now you're not even, that's not even effort. I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but if there's 3 parts to make you who you are, you have your mental, your physical, and your spiritual, and you're only giving 110, you're missing out on another 190% that you're able to possibly go. Now, running at 300% is operating 100% mental, physical, and spiritual. Is that possible all the time? No, it's not, because the way that our world is designed at the moment doesn't allow us, unfortunately. However, there are things that you can do that can get you operating at 250 to 280%. Do not forget those things, okay? So you can always be at 200, 250, 260. We ain't never gonna probably be at 300, because we always have room to improve, always have room to grow, and we never arrive. So with that being said, that's my lifestyle habits, lifestyle tips for you for today. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll be back later on this evening, posting some more videos and all that good stuff. But if you're not following my YouTube channel, Coach JZ Academy, please go follow, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. You know, it's not about money for me. This is about changing the world one person at a time, one thought at a time, one belief at a time. So I hope you guys like the content. Hope you guys enjoy everything that I'm trying to do for you. And, you know, I keep it 100 from the penny to the dollar. I won't short you or cheat you on any information. And everything that I tell you is duplicatable, and I can walk you through it step by step and actually help you to achieve it. If I can't, I won't BS you, and I ain't gonna sell you a bucket of lies or a how-to guide that doesn't work. So hope you guys have a great day. Keep God first in your life. Do remember not to put a ceiling over yourself, and strive to be limitless in all you do. All right, love you all. Peace. Had a little break in between a bunch of random stuff to do, chiropractor and all that good stuff. But we're going to do our night workout, which consists of a couple back exercises. So I'm going to do some dumbbell rows together, and then I'll probably do some rear delts, 3 sets of 10, and then from there do 3 sets of 10 push-ups, and then I'm going to do a couple ab exercises, 3 sets of 10 to start out. And we'll just go from there. Afterwards, I'll cook some dinner, and then I'm shutting it down for the night, because I'm beat the crap. But in the meantime, put on some Zach Baines, and I'm gonna get to work. We're going to do 3 sets of 10 shoulder width, and then we're going to do 3 sets of 10 knuckle push-ups. I like those. So let's start with the shoulder width part, push-up position. And the key is you want to make sure your chest kind of goes in the middle of the hand right here. A lot of kids will do it here, and it just looks funny, you know what I'm saying? So no hip thrusting, keep the booty down, and bang them out real quick. Let's get them done. Here we go. First set, round 1. Let's go. Yeah. our core stuff. I got one exercise I gotta do per doctor's request. Strengthen my overall core. And then I'm gonna do some crunches. And I'm probably gonna do some knee ups. You know what I'm saying? That'll probably be it. I do 3 sets of 10 because I'm cramping. Fortunately, I'm a little dehydrated. So I'm gonna do the best I can do. You always gotta do the best you can do no matter what. Yeah, man. All right, here we go. So let's get first set. My least favorite, but most important, I'm gonna do this for about 10 seconds. Repeat them 3 times each, you know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna go into stretching, and then we'll go into the food. Say a little prayer over the body that it heals right. This boy's a little old, a little something. Alright, I'm not really a yoga Pilates connoisseur or expert. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten certification or did too much studying about this, so I'm not sure the name of it. But it's a really good stretch for the hips and the lower back. And I would say from that, John Johnson, like so. And last but not least, we get up, make dinner, and then we good to go. Alright, so I went in the fridge, kind of cheating for dinner tonight. Found a little brown rice, a little chicken. I'm not gonna really eat a whole lot of the chicken because I really don't eat a lot of meat. I might have like one little nugget. The rest I get to the sposa. And so I'm gonna take the rest of the quinoa and brown rice. It's very important not to waste food, especially during quarantine. I'm just gonna dump the rest in here. Throw it in the microwave, heat it up. Put some lettuce on the plate and get the food back. Small intermission. So we got some organic 50-50 blend. Take this right here. You know about this right here, like to make sure there's no rotten pieces in here. Just being in the refrigerator, sometimes the lettuce get a little too wet. So we'll tear it, make a nice little, I suppose that's all about freaking looks and whatnot, so gotta make it look nice for it to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Burn on a little low, a little bigger, so I'll give myself a little more, make sure I got a little dirty pieces. Some roasted walnuts, add a little crunch. Alright. I'm gonna get the rest of that. Small dog left. Yeah, make it rain, boy. Make it rain. Game, boy. Mix this up a little bit so we get a little bit of all kind of goodness right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do right here. Gotta eat big, you know what I'm saying? Eat big, stay big. Eat good, you know? Topped with some ranch, we could do role play. Got that red wings hot sauce. I don't know why I like this, but it's not bad. I don't even know where I got it, to be honest. Boom. All right. So with that said, roll out the tea. Trust in the Lord with all your might. In all things, work for the good of those who love God. With that said, this is our dinner for tonight. We about to eat, chill, watch some Punisher on Netflix for a bit, and then probably get into the Word, dive into a little prayer time, and really seek God on what the message He wants to bring in filler tomorrow for podcasting. And it's very important to include God in all the things you do, because He is our life source. He's where all the wisdom comes from, blessings come from. And guess what? When I make $1 million, I'm not even gonna spend $1 million on me. I might spend 100 grand on my family and 900, just 1,000, just give it away and help people out, you know, because that's where my heart's at in life. And it's important to have a heart after God. Though we can't always be perfect, our intentions can be, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed night. It's Coach J, man. I'm out. Peace.